Okay, it says I'm live. So I'm live. Is it 3? It's 3:59. It's almost time to start. If you're already here in the chat, hang on a second. If you're watching this on the playback, this was a live stream, so I'm sorry you missed us live. I'm live at 4 p.m. Eastern time every Sunday afternoon. So I hope to catch you live next time, but feel free to watch the rest of the live stream. If you're here live in the chat, say hi so I know you're here. And I'm going to get on my phone so I can get in the chat with you. Hang on. It's not quite 4 o'clock yet. Going to give people time to get in. Nikki's here. Hey. Come on, click on. Here, hey. Yeah, turn my volume down. All right, yes. Is it time to get started? It is 4 o'clock. Hi, I'm Michelle from Unicorn Centaur, and welcome to the weekly live stream. It is Sunday afternoon, and we are making things together, which is what we do on Sundays, because we're those people. We are extra equestrians. Today we're playing with flowers. I have Christmas flowers for the Halloween. I have Christmas flowers for the Halloween live stream. Don't make fun of me. I had a panic attack at the dollar store today. Hang on, where's the rest of my flowers? Oh no, I lost some. And this one. Okay. I bought $10 worth of flowers at the dollar store, so that's what we're going to be playing with tonight. Okay. Autism Centaur's here. Hi, I am dropping flowers everywhere. I'm glad I'm going to be taking them off. These seem to be really like they don't want to play with us. That's okay. That's okay. I've got a bunch of different kinds. I've also got, I still can't, if you were here last week when we did fairy wings, I could not find my needle nose pliers or my wire cutters. And so I'm using my Leatherman multi-tool, which also has like a screwdriver and a bottle opener in case we want a beer. So I've got that. And some floral wire and some tape, electrical tape. I also have Scotch tape. I don't know. I also have duct tape and stuff. And the other things I'm going to use today, I've got this fabric-y kind of ribbon, and I've got this ropey kind of stuff. We'll talk about it all. I'll let you all know what it's for. For now, I'm going to tape the end of this little rope thing. If you are not a crafty person and you're working with a trim twisted up like this for the first time, all you need to do to control it is to put a little bit of tape, make an aglet for it around the end of it, like a shoelace, so that it doesn't unravel all the way down. And you can work with it. We still haven't technically started, waiting for more people to come into the chat. Welcome, welcome. If you're new, hi, say hi in the chat. Let me know where you know me from YouTube, from my Extra Equestrians Facebook group, from Instagram, from just randomly surfing the web. Blue Kitty Human Paint, hello there. Gold flowers, yes. So at the beginning of my live stream, I do want to say hello to my members. Hang on. You can become a channel member if you want. All of the content, the regular content on my channel is absolutely free. There's a new video every Wednesday, and there's a live stream like this every Sunday afternoon at 4. But members get a little bit of extra, and you can be a Centaur member or a Unicorn member. You can click the join button. There's a blue join button down below. My Centaur members, though, Nikki is already here. Hello, Nikki. You know I love you. I'm so excited to see your costume that you're working on. Are you working on that tonight? Let me know. But Nikki, also Jen, and Jungle Zadel. I almost said your real name because I know you on another platform as well. But Zadel gets a shout out. My favorite Centaur. No offense to everybody else. And Becca. Becca is our newest member, and she's also a moderator in the chat. You'll see her with a little blue wrench. That's because she's a friend that I've known in real life, and so occasionally I will ask her, when we're doing like a difficult topic, I'll ask her to come in and like help me moderate comments. But also Genevieve, my friend Genevieve, big shout out to you. The safety lady at Savannah Bee Company is who she is. So if Genevieve, if you pop in the chat tonight, y'all go visit. I wonder if I can I'm just going to put safety lady at, I don't have my glasses on. I avoid my glasses now because they're all, that's her YouTube channel. That's the name of her YouTube channel. And then Blue Raven Farms, my next shout out. You can follow that on Instagram and Facebook. That's my next shout out. And then, of course, my other Unicorn members who are my friend Kimmy and my friend Sheila. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. So if you want to be a member, you can click the join button. You also get your name in green and you get a cool little badge by your name, which changes color the longer you've been a member. Dun, dun, dun. So, okay. I'm also going back last week. I got so into doing the fairy wings, which they're finished, by the way. Where did they go? Oh, they're back there in the corner. I finished those. I got so into making fairy wings that I forgot to finish our Halloween costume list. Because the first live stream we did in October, I wanted to have like the ultimate horse and rider Halloween costume list that I would work on, and then we would publish so that next year we can like work on it and build on it. So I do have a bunch of stuff in here already. So in between playing with flowers, I would like to everyone just be thinking about costumes, because I'll read off the list that we've got so far real quick, and then we'll get into flowers. Oh wait, I don't want that to be that far away. I need this to be right here. So I'm gonna put. Let me get organized. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. You know me. Oh my God, something's in my eye. No, no, no. No. Hang on. Oh wait, I gotta fix my hat too. There's so much I have to do. Oh my gosh, everyone. All right, the flowers can live right there. The ribbon and rope can live right there. The notebook is going to live right there. Oops, oh my God. And we need a pencil, don't we? Yes, this is our pencil that we want. Okay, so flowers. Flowers can be incorporated into Halloween costumes in a lot of different ways for a lot of different things. And sometimes you want a flower garland to go around your horse's neck. Sometimes you want it to drape over other parts of your horse's costume. Sometimes you want to like cover something. Flowers on your reins, flowers in your horse's mane, whatevs. Working on the neck part of the armor while I watch. Aw, can I ask a question? When I'm done with the live stream. You can ask a question, Autism Centaur. You can either send me a message, like a message on Facebook, or you can ask here in the chat if it's chat appropriate. Hang on a sec. Gotta get hydrated. We're having lemonade today. Okay, the categories we had on our costume list were superheroes, animals, famous riding duos, steampunk, ideas for paint horses because they're a little bit difficult. We wanted to put them in their own category. Different fandoms like Star Trek, Star Wars, etc. Monsters, different kind of monsters. Celebrities, dressing up as celebrities. Equines, like different kind of equines. I think that's what we're doing. Vehicles, different vehicles. So on this, we had pirates, unicorn, fairies, ballerina, giraffe, zebra, cow, black cat, Sandman, either the comic version or like Mr. Sandman, tiger, medieval, skeleton, Borg. I love that one. For a paint horse, do a ragdoll patchwork, like a patchwork ragdoll. Frankenstein, the horse things from Avatar. I couldn't remember what they were called, so I wrote horse things Avatar. Shadowfax, Sleipnir, Pegasus, Flower and Bee, Jack Skellington, or Nightmare Before Christmas. A dragon is a good one. Headless Horseman, Zaphod B. Beeblebrox, because we thought if you could do no head, maybe you could do a second head. Zaphod B. Beeblebrox and Marvin the robot. A candy box, lipstick and a purse. Who said that? Who said that last time? That's a weird one. I love it though. Ursula and the eel. That was because of the post in the Extra Equestrians group. The woman who she dressed as Ursula and she made a little eel costume for her miniature horse and it rocked. It was so good. Y'all, there is something in my eye and I'm going to claw my eye out in a minute. Devil and an angel, sheep and shepherd, a ring wraith. Somebody suggested earlier in the group, bride and groom. bride and groom. Oh, and posted in Extra Equestrians today was Top Gun. Who saw the Top Gun post where they dressed the horse like a fighter jet, and the rider was Maverick, and her husband was the guy on the flight line, and the dog was, she had her dog dressed as Goose. It was brilliant. It was amazing. All right, so I've got that over there. I have got that over there. So let's play with flowers. There's a couple of things. This is one of those things. Sometimes when we do live streams, we do things that I've done a lot in my life and my career, and that I have a lot of expertise at, and I feel like I'm really good at it. And so I'm sharing my knowledge with you. But there are some projects where I'm trying stuff out and we're sharing. Oh my God, and I'm dropping things. And this is one of those occasions. Usually when I use, I hate this. Usually when I use artificial flowers, I use them for a photo shoot. Or when I make Artax a unicorn, like I will do, why am I doing that if I'm just going to pop this flower up anyway? What I usually do, oh, I need my, oops. By the way, again, these are fake flowers from the dollar store. So I just clip off individual flowers when I'm braiding them into Artax's hair, and I will push the leaf part up here so that we've got more leafy goodness going on. And usually it's a little bit less than this is the length that I'll use. And I just put it through the braid and then wrap the wire around the braid. Obviously it's more difficult when you're doing it on a horse's braid, but then tucking in the ends of it so that it's not poking through to the horse. The most important thing working with fake flowers, if you have the wire from the fake flowers or floral wire that you're working with, if you're wrapping the flowers to something else or using the wire, which I'll show you another way to use the wire. Just be careful that nothing is scratching or poking your horse. If you're making a costume for yourself, that's one thing. You can handle a little scratching or poking. You know what it is, but your horse is going to be like, inconsolable. So when I'm just doing unicorn photo shoots, I'll just like wire them into, I'll do a running braid in Artax's mane and then just kind of wire them through individual parts of the braid. So now there's a couple of different ways to make a garland. Hang on a second. One way is to just use the wire from the flowers and just sort of wrap that together in a long and make a long garland. The other way is to use a medium or a matrix or medium, what do I want to say, of rope, or like if you have tack already made, maybe some nylon tack or some paracord tack would be perfect to add flowers to and turn that into like, you know, a breastplate or reins or something. I think these would be good on rein covers. Obviously you don't want them, wait, would that be safe if you put them on reins? If you attach fake flowers to reins, because like if you have to do a one rein stop where you have to grab further down the rein, what if you just like grab flowers and it's like, ah, and then you die? That's not good. So in a lot of these tutorials, they're just pulling off the things. I wanted to try with this wire though. The wire garland was pretty much like weave these together, but look at that sad little petal. Oh my God. But in the tutorials that I watched, why is it like that? They were taking off the wire that these come with and doing their own thing with floral wire. Where's the end of my floral wire here? So I wanted to see if that made a big old difference. Why? So here what I'm doing is making like a little round on the end of this thing. Taylor's here, hey baby. So then there is a hole here in the middle of these flower things. See, it said to poke it through the flower thing. I'm getting gold glitter from this everywhere. Can you see it? All right. All these tutorials are like, just poke it right through. I'm like, you poke it right through. That's not how this works. But of course, on the tutorial they show it works because, oh, I just totally did it through another thing. How? That's not going to work on that. Okay, fine. We're going to help this like this. Okay, bear with me. Help me think of other Halloween costumes while I cut up some of these flowers. Okay, I'm going to do the wire one first, and we're just going to try to weave all these together with the wires that they came with. That's trash now. Let's do these gold ones that just really want to come off. Like, thanks. Just thank you. There's not even greenery on that one. What is your problem? Gold flowers. There's not even as many of you on this thing. Wow. Okay, let's do these next. Pretty pretties. So then we'll have red, some red, and a couple of gold and some white. And we'll weave together a little bit of a garland and see how this works. I wonder if it works better if you strip the plastic off of this. Can we do that? Is that a thing we can do? Another thing that I like to do with flowers is wear them in my hair. When I have longer hair and I wear braids, I'll just like stick flowers in my braids all the way down. And I love that. I love it. Okay, hang on. Let's just cut this off. We don't like this. We'll wait. Okay, I'm going to try something. Like if I cut through the plastic, can we just remove? Ow. I think we can. Hang on. Okay. Do I want to do that with every single one, though? Let me think about my life choices. Oh, now it doesn't want to go back in there. See. Okay, that was actually strong enough to push up through. See the little wire coming out of there? All right, now I'm going to curl it up. So I don't know if I want to do that to all of them. But now this stands as a beacon of hope. All right, I've got one ready to go. Let's try a couple. What I'm doing is pushing up all greenery so that it is like right up underneath the flower. So this first one that I'm doing is one that would be like a standalone garland that would just sit around the neck of your horse. It's not like glued to any tack or anything. You could also use it to, I don't know. Put that over there, and then this going on like that. And then I don't know what to do with you. Hey, Madeline's here. Hello, Madeline Kate. First flower garland that I am making today is just one where you kind of like weave all the wires in together. And there's several ways to do it. I'm going to try it first. First of all, I'm going to try it not securing the flowers to the ends. I have my hot glue gun available for that, and that's a tip I definitely would do if you want this to last any amount of time, because if you've ever worked with fake flowers before, especially from the dollar store, these flowers just pop right off the ends at any given moment. You'll be working with them and just doink, and they're gone. And it's hard. Sometimes you're able to like stick it right back on the end, but sometimes you're not, and you're sad. Maybe that's just me. So first of all, I have a bunch of flowers. So what you do, we'll just take two red ones and you just put them close together and you twist. This is probably going to work fine with the plastic. So then let's go with a white one, and we go a little bit further down and wrap that around. You can even wrap it through the others, and we're making just a big twisty wire that just keeps twisting and twisting. You want to leave like a little space because you're going to start sticking them. You don't want to just wrap them around each other because they'll come apart. So you want to actually stick it through one of the little dealies. And then here we go. Now a little bit further down, let's do a gold one. So I'm going to stick it through this one. And then wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around, and through and twisty. So this is a really dense one that I'm working on here. I will never get it done if I do that, so I'm going to start spacing it out a little more. Okay. So I'm going back to red. Ooh, and I'm having, let me get creative with how I do this here. Again, I don't want it to come apart on me. Yeah, we can go a little further. We can go a little farther down. Alrighty. So you just keep adding to it. Let's do a white one now. Here we go. And if you leave enough on here, then you'll have room to sort of bend it without popping the flower off. If you need to reorient your flowers, for example. So like if you've got all of them facing one direction, but they're not lying quite, like this one's going up and this one's going down. So now you have the ability to just kind of bend that out a little bit and twist these around and sort of make it into what you want. So this seems to be working fine with just the plastic stems of what we were working with here. Hang on. I'm just reinforcing where I have where I'm doing my twisties. Adding some. This is what the back side looks like. Eee. And the front side, okay, see, we've got now there's this laying in the wrong direction again. So we bend it forward. You need to face forward. And this is also something that you would be able to adjust on your horse. So let's say this is just the breastplate. This actually looks good. Hang on. Okay. I wonder how many dollar store flowers it would take. I had too many down here in the end to make a whole thing. Okay, no, I want to show you some other methods too. We want to try the other way as well. Lemonade time, hang on. We're hydrating. Oh, wait, before I forget, I want to fix my hat. The little gem came off the middle of the ribbon here. And I thought, well, while I have my glue gun out, I'm going to fix it. So hang on. Doing some witch hat surgery. So my hat has some bling again. I mean, for real. Okay, now look at that. That makes all the difference. That just catches the eye. This is fashion. Fashion, but make it a witch. Thank you. All right. Here we go. This is going to create a super stiff garland. If you want something that's looser, we're going to, after I make this one just a little bit longer, we're going to work with something like this. I'll try it on the cloth ribbon that I have as well as the ropey rope. Yay. All right, so what are we doing now? Oh, we ran out of red flowers. So let's just keep, let's pretend this is the end. When you're doing the end, what you want to do is start from the other direction. So you put one in the other direction right here. And then you wrap around, you wrap around, you wrap around. It's tricky. Wait. Okay. And then you're going to add another one in here just to fill out the edges, and take your ugly ends here and wrap them around. It's tricky. And then I'm going to put another white one, stick another white one right in the middle. Oof. Okay, right in the middle. Oh, I did a shout out to all of my channel members, but I forgot to say, like, if there's any new people watching, like, hi, this is a channel. Oh no, this popped off. I hate life. Hang on. Subscribe for more expert crafts. I would love to have you as part of the community. Subscribe to the channel. Click that little notification bell to get notified when I do really fascinating things like this on the internet. Okay, let me pop that right back on. That one went right back on. Okay. And obviously this needs to be moved. Okay, so there we have it. It was going to be a pattern, but then I ran out of red flowers, and now it's just like this. Now it's just a thing. Now it's just a thing. And again, doing the wire ones, the most important thing, laying it against your horse, is you want to really check that there are no little wire bits that are bending back towards your horse in any way that your horse is going to get poked or scratched, or otherwise freak out under saddle because something new just happened. Because you know how much horses love doing something new. It's just so exciting. New things are so exciting. Okay, I really like that. I like it. I'm liking. So the next one that we're going to do is we're going to try to hot glue it. I'm not sure how well the hot glue is going to hold with the plastic and this. So this is kind of an experiment. This is some trim I found, I think, at Joann Fabric, and I use it to trim my gold unicorn horns. A lot of times, just a little bit around the bottom, just for some fanciness. That was amazing. Thank you. I know it turned out better than I thought. I'm like, can you just like wrap them together? Yeah, you can. For something like this, if you want to just wrap it together, you can also add something like this as a backing. Like go ahead and do it in wire and then add a backing to it so that the fabric thing is what lays against your horse. Or you, like if you're not a horse owner and you're watching my live stream, like all of these also apply to human costumes. Because like this could easily just be a headband. Oh my God, I want to wear it grocery shopping. Oh my God, I'm going to die. Oh, okay. Y'all, I'm going to make a flower crown. I'm going to make a flower crown to run errands. Look, it doesn't go with this eyeshadow. Forget it. But we're going to put you aside for now. And I've also got some of this ribbon. This is wire. Oh, this is perfect. We'll try it on this piece. This is a wire-edged burlap ribbon that has silver sparkles in it. And I got it just for random unicorn crafts and things. It was one of those things that, you know, when you're in the craft store and you're looking through all the ribbons and the trims and stuff, you're like, oh, that looks unicorny, or that looks, you know, like what I'm doing. That looks like what I need. Okay, let me cut a length of this and tape it up. Where did my tape go? Okay. I have not permanently affixed any flowers of any kind to any tack that I have, but I think I want to get a couple new bridles coming up next year. I don't have the money right now, but when I can afford new bridles, I want to take like the old nylon web ones that I have and like really like bling them out with flowers or something and make them into something, just see what I can do with them. Because then if it turns out to be crap, then I have nice new bridles and it doesn't matter. Does that make sense? but I really would like that. Then I can practice doing some other things. Anyway, I don't think I would want flowers on the girth. I wonder, like a wire flower garland attached around the back of the saddle, like right underneath the cantle, especially if you have D-rings on each side of the seat. If you have one of those saddles that have D-rings, then you could put a wire like this. This would just sit right behind the cantle, and then you could take other pieces of floral wire and attach it to the D-rings. And then you could probably do that under the pommel as well, and then have flowers like on the front and back of your saddle. If you have a Western saddle with like big stirrup covers, then I bet you could put flowers all over your stirrup covers. But I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Okay, so I've got my little golden rope and I've got my piece of fabric ribbon. And now I've got to pop off all these flowers, because with these, you don't use the wire, you just pop off all the flowers. So we're popping them off. Yes, and not with the little green things, although I think we can use those too. Can I? I'm not gonna, if it doesn't come right off, I'm not bothering. Okay. So this is where we're gonna need our hot glue. Okay, floral wire, I'm done with you. I'm sorry, please make your exit. Hang on, here's a flower. Let's make a red pile and a gold pile and a white pile. Okay. Granius is here. Make sure it doesn't mask clash. Oh, yes. Indeed. I was about to ask that. What could I do to help attach it to clothes? Attaching it to clothes, you could probably just use the wire. Floral wire is really thin. If you wanted it to come off again, like if you wanted to attach it to a piece of clothing, like let's say I wanted to put a simple flower garland around my neck like a collar, I could probably make one of those wire ones or one on a ribbon and put it around, and I could attach it to the shirt with a small piece of floral wire. So you cut the wire and it's thin enough that you could poke it through most fabrics once or twice. Not in the same spot, but like once or twice, sort of like you're sewing on a button. Does that make sense? You also could probably stitch it in with some craft or button thread. That's probably a better idea, actually. Craft or button thread or quilting thread, something that's a little bit stronger than the regular seam thread. I'm not sure which is the heaviest weight thread, but quilting thread, button thread, or crafting thread is all just a little bit stronger than all-purpose thread. That's what I would do. Now, if you don't care if it comes off, if you like want to make, like say you've got a Chihuahua and you have got a little bee costume for your Chihuahua and you just want to put flowers all over a shirt, just go like get a shirt for like $3 at Walmart or whatever. And then, wait, some of these flowers are silver and some of them are like, have a different middle. Oh, dang it. Of course. And it's going to bother me. So pardon me. Okay, those white flowers go over here. The silver white flowers go over here. Because they're special. What was I talking about? Oh my God. All right, guys. Oh yes, attaching it to clothing. Then I would just hot glue it all over whatever. You can get, come here. I thought I got more red flowers than this. What the heck? I thought I got more red flowers, you guys. But yeah, I'd buy like a cheap $3 t-shirt and just hot glue flowers all over it. For a headband, like you could get a fabric headband and just hot glue flowers all over it. Or make yourself one of these lovely, lovely garlands. All right. Give me more. Why did I get so much white? That's what I want to know. It's bothering me. These golden ones are pretty, but they're kind of like, they don't look like poinsettias. They just look like something, just a little, almost like a little firecracker explosion. It's like, kablam! I don't know what they look like. What am I talking about? Okay. We're going to stop there for now. Oh, look, I got one somehow that has this little doohickey on it and this little doohickey on it. This is like, okay. Pardon me. So for the first one, let's do the gold rope. Where did it go? There it is. We're going to do the gold rope, and all I'm going to do is just hot glue flowers to it. Now see, I don't know if we want to like take this plasticky part off. No, here's what we want to do. I'm going to like open up the little ropey part and stick the flower in, and then we're going to put hot glue all around it. See how I've got it done right there? So we're sticking it in there, and now we're going to hot glue it until it confesses its sins. Okay. So this is going to keep the rope in place, and I just globbed it. You can't even really see it on camera, but I globbed it all over there. Be careful when you're working with hot glue. The crafting hot glue guns, the low heat glue guns are not too bad. I think probably the worst you could do with those is a 1st degree burn, unless you're really creative and talented, which, I mean, I've raised a blister. But I used to, in the costume shop that I worked at in college, they had an industrial glue gun, which is hot enough to create 3rd degree burns. And anytime it was operated, a mandatory safety precaution was a bowl of ice water being kept right beside where we were working. So if you were going to touch the glue, because I always touch the glue. I can't help it. I don't know why. But the moment that you feel your hand touch that glue, you plunge it into that ice water, and then you may just have a 1st degree burn. Usually it would raise a blister though. It was just terrible. It was great hot glue though. It really, really worked, but you had to be super careful. So when I work with this stuff, usually when I touch it, I have a moment of sheer panic because my first hot glue experiences were with an industrial strength hot glue gun. So now I'm like, and then it takes me a second to realize like I'm not burned to death and I'm not dying. I'm fine. How about let's do 2 reds and a gold. Let's put these together. Now here is a thing to consider as well. Look at this. I'm just going to do this. There are several ways you can do a garland. Now one is you can have the rope itself or the garland that you choose be visible. This is more of a hanging type thing, and it's a different aesthetic. If you only have something like twine, like regular brown twine, you may want to do, or it's like a plain white rope, you may want to do something where they're closer together and it covers the rope completely. But if you have a rope that is gold and shiny and it's like part of the aesthetic that you want to hang on your costume or whatever, that is an option as well. We're going to just go for it and pack it in though, because that's the life we're living today. I'm going to do it a little closer. So if you're just putting the flowers through the rope itself, that doesn't quite look right. See, I can push it through and I can look and see if it's actually what I want. And it's not. I want it to go a little bit further and in a different direction. I want that. That's what I want. That's what I want. So I've got both of them poking through the rope on the back. And then I'm just going to hose it down with some hot glue until everybody is full and satisfied and has no room for dessert. Okay. I didn't even touch it. I spazzed. I'm going to let it cool slightly between hot glue because I'm spaz. Okay. I think next we're going to do a gold. What you could do with a glue gun is get the glue on your carpet. Oh, yeah. When you get it on your clothes too, it's like a hard bit. It's never coming out of your clothes. Like when you get it in, like embedded in the fabric. Okay. So we're going to, okay, that's still sticky. It's not hot though. You don't have to freak out, Michelle. You're fine. You're fine. This is why we tell stories in between that. Okay, so I want to see exactly where to push this through. Is that what I want? Is that what I want? I can do it a little bit further away, maybe? No. No, that's going to fill it out nicely. We're going to do that. I think that's where we're going with it. I think that's what's going to end up happening. Okay. It's not really far down in there. I'm hoping the hot glue holds this one in. You need to stay. You don't look stable. You look sus. You. Okay. See, we're working on this one's more flexible. This one you don't have to worry so much about wires because there's no wires. You don't have to worry about wires poking your horse, but there may be little, all right, why touch it? There may be little bits of the plastic on the, like here's a little nub that's sticking out. There may still be things that are uncomfortable for your horse that you have to take into consideration. What in the heck? Why did the leaf just, why is my life like this? Why is that doing that? Okay. The next one we're going to do is red again. Okay. See, red again. Okay, now I got to try not to catch myself in the hot glue. Ouchie. It didn't actually hurt. I'm fine. Okay. Okay, I accept that. The gold is weird. But maybe we can fix it. Maybe we can fix it in post. Okay. Now here we want to hot glue, and I'm hot gluing the top and the bottom and all throughout the rope. So it's not just holding on to, look at the spider webs of hot glue. So I've got the hot glue going all underneath. Stop it. All underneath and on the top of here. Okay. That's pretty, I think we get the idea of this. I want to see what it looks like on the, I'm going to hang this up. All right, where am I going to go? I'm going to put you right here. You get to hang right there, yo. Let's do, yes, it's 441. Let's see what we look like on our wired ribbon. Let's do this with the white ones that have silver in the middle because we're working with an aesthetic. Now, I wonder if I want to just put, hang on. I was going to see if I could just do I need to poke these through? I don't know if I need to like make a hole. This looks like a deal where I need to like make a hole. Like I'm not cutting any of the threads. I'm simply using the blade of these scissors to make a hole that I can then feed the flower thing through, and then we can hot glue. Now we're living our best life. Okay, I'm gonna put you right there. And I'm just pushing it in to make sure. Maybe I should add a little hot glue on the other side. Now this looks annoying because it's got the little bit of it sticking out in the back. I wonder if I can cut that off. I bet I can. Because there's no wire in it. It's just plastic. I'm going to wait until that dries and see if we can cut that off. Okay, that might be pretty. You know what? This is one I may want to leave some space between. Okay. Okay. We're going to do that. Okay, don't go anywhere. I'm being showered with cheap glitter right now. All right, so I've kind of marked the center point, and again, I'm just using the blade of the scissors to make a hole in the weave of the ribbon. And we are going to poke this through without tearing or breaking any of the ribbon. If I have a Dremel tool, grind down those birds or use a file. We have a Dremel tool. It's Scott's, but I don't know how to work it. Maybe I should figure that out. That sounds like a thing I should know. Okay, so we are going to, that one I kept like the big, ow! Okay, that I actually touched the thing and it was hot. But again, not hot to do anything serious. Not hot enough to do anything serious. Okay. I'm liking that look. I like it. It's my friend. I want to take it out to the movies and pay for both of us. I want this garland to come to my wedding and bring a +1. Okay. Once again, making a little hole. Oh, I think I broke something. Sticking that flower through. Okay, and now we glue. And now we hot glue. I'm almost ready for another hot glue stick. Got my game face on. I just realized. Sorry. Like concentrating, gluing flowers. It's work. Okay, we're going to see if we can cut those off with some flowers. I am digging this. This obviously I didn't measure. This is a little bit more space than this. If you're going to do one this way, I would recommend starting on the back and marking with a ruler, just like mark the spaces where you want to, after you've like looked at it and seen that, hey, that's cute and I want to do that and I want to live that life. But this could very easily be a breastplate on a horse or made to be just a wreath that goes around this way and comes back. Okay, do we have dried glue here? We do. Let's see if this will cut. It does. That cuts easily. Okay. So here's what we're looking at on the back of it. So you can see where it comes through the fabric just a little bit, and you can see where I've glued it, and you can see where, here's where it comes through all the way, and then there's where it's now just a little nub. If you feel like it's going to irritate your horse's skin, or if there's going to be any contact points, what you can do is take another layer of ribbon and either sew together, hand stitch together, or hot glue on the edges so that you've got a backing to it as well. All right, let's recap and review. You can use individual flowers in a braided mane and tail or anywhere on a costume, especially if you have D-rings on your saddle. Things can be very easily wired onto bridles and into braids and anywhere really. Then you can make a garland. The first kind of garland we made, let's go back to it. I'm still kind of in love with it. And this one is just where we wrap the ends around and we turn this into what can be a flower crown. Again, I'm in love. Oh my God. Or a collar, a breast collar for your horse. On the front and the back of the saddle. You could even make, if you have smaller flowers or even these big ones, you can wire these to a brow band. The most important thing with the wires is make sure you check that there are no open cut ends that can poke or irritate your horse. The other one that we made, where are you hanging up, was attached to a rope trim that I stuck the flowers through and then hot glued. And you can, again, make this as spaced out. So you can make it spaced out so you can see the rope that's on it, or you can put them close together so that it just looks like flowers, flower, flower, flower. I'm gonna, it's like 4:48. It's a little bit early, but I feel like I'm gonna call it today, unless you want to just like shoot the breeze and come up with some costumes. Because I really want to make the ultimate Halloween costume list, you guys. So like we didn't even list flower and bee. I'm gonna put down a couple before we go. Flower and bee. What are some other flower costumes that you could be? Oh, you could turn your horse into gods and goddesses. We didn't go into that, like mythology, gods and goddesses. Because like, what if you turned your horse into Gaia, like the earth goddess, and you could like paint the earth on your horse's butt and then have a big flower crown around your horse's neck. Gaia. Um, Now, today, somebody in the Extra Equestrians group, was it today or yesterday? Somebody posted them and their horse as a hippie, like a flower child hippie. So they had like flower chains on them and their horse, and that would be fantastic. Flower crown in your hair and just be hippie. I'll put hippie flower child, hippie flower child. What else with flowers? You should just be a garden. Hang on. I need to see. I'm like leaning close so I can read the. It's soft fabric stitched to the back of this one would deal with the nubs, but not compromise the strength of the glue. Agreed. I wonder if felt is pretty cheap, and I bet that would just glue on there nicely and then feel really nice against the horse's skin. Macrame weaving. Aw. Field of Wildflowers is an idea. That is good. Yeah, just like a field of wildflowers. Aw. I'm wondering, let's see, this time of year, like something with specific kinds of flowers. I guess you could be a Christmas wreath. You could dress as an elf and your horse could be like a Christmas wreath or a reindeer. Did we do Christmas themed Halloween costumes? I don't know. Where did my list go? Uh-oh. Now I can't find where my list went. Oh, here it is. I don't think we did. So like reindeer, to make your horse a reindeer. Holiday theme. That's another like category. So reindeer and elf. I need to go back through my Halloween costume idea videos and write down all of those and use all of those ideas as well, because there's a bunch that I don't have written down here that we've already done, like, you know, the Grinch and Max, and or somebody did Max and Cindy Lou Who. That was so cute. I think what else? Flowers. I wonder if you did. I would love to do something like, I don't know. I'm thinking like, what could you do as a painting? Like if you have a paint horse, like paint the Van Gogh sunflowers on the white parts of your horse, and then have like sunflower tack. I don't know. Poinsettias. Yes, the gold flowers. Oh, y'all, okay, let me tell you, y'all, I love y'all, so we're going to talk. I went to the dollar store this morning to get a bunch of flowers, and in my dollar store, there's always a section on the side of the store where they have like the gardening stuff and the fake flowers. So that's where I go to get my fake flowers. So I go over there, and all they have are Christmas flowers. It is a wall of poinsettias. And all of the like normal flowers, like the ones behind me, I do have some, but I was afraid those wouldn't be enough to do like what I was looking for. So I wanted to get a bunch of fresh new flowers. So I already went in there. And by the way, I have 2 different anxiety disorders. So familiarity is very important to me. And I try not to get upset when things are not the way they're supposed to be when I'm out in public. So I went in the dollar store super early so that there weren't a lot of people there. And I go to the place and there's only Christmas flowers and I get upset. Not panic attack upset yet. I'm not panic attack upset. It's just like, where are the flowers? I'm annoyed. Where are the flowers? You always have flowers here year round. Why just Christmas flowers now? It's not even Halloween yet. We've got Christmas flowers. I'm going on this little rant in my head. I'm actually talking to myself because I had a mask on. Nobody could see me. So I'm sitting there with my mask on, talking to myself like Christmas. It's not even Halloween. And all you've got are freaking Christmas flowers. That's all I have to choose from today. That's it. I'm doing a Halloween live stream and all I have are Christmas flowers. I'm done with this place. I'm just getting the rest of my stuff and I'm getting out of here. So I leave and then I turn and there's a whole big cart full of more Christmas flowers, but there's one opened box of regular flowers on top. So suddenly meanwhile, I have a basket now full of these poinsettias. So I see the regular flowers that I originally wanted, and so they haven't been put out yet. And so I just start grabbing the flowers and putting them on top of the other flowers, and I'm like grabbing them. Finally, these flowers. But then I realized this is the only box of regular flowers on this Christmas box cart, and I thought, I've worked retail before, so I'm like, is this a misship? Does this need to be sent back? Are they going to be given credit for it? Am I about to mess something up in inventory? So that's when my panic attack started. So I started, this sounds so dumb. So I started panicking that I was doing something wrong and I was taking these flowers that I was not supposed to take. And so I start getting upset and I'm trying not to look around me so I don't look suspicious. Meanwhile, I'm putting the regular flowers, I'm trying to be real calm and put the regular flowers back in the box. And then my brain is also telling me this is dumb. It's nothing. You can take the flowers. It's fine. So I'm having this whole fight with myself in my head while I'm putting these flowers back. And I'm like, I'm just going to get the Christmas flowers. It's fine. I'm having a complete meltdown in the dollar store by myself. And I escape this area and I turn the corner and there's a whole end cap full of regular flowers. Oh. And like, I'm still like on adrenaline and I'm panicking. And at this point, I just wanted to get out of the store. So I checked out and left. And that's why I have Christmas flowers for my Halloween live stream. Sometimes when I panic, I just have to like cut and run. So I still had enough in me to check out. I went to the checkout and I bought my Christmas flowers and I had it like, by the time I got to the car, I'm like, no, it's important. I got it on purpose. We're going to have Christmas flowers and it's going to be fine. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to continue to work on our ultimate Halloween costume list. Do we have one more live stream this month? We do. We have one more right before Halloween. And we're going to continue to work on this. So we're going to continue to work on our ultimate Halloween costume list. So I hope you guys had fun today. Oh, Zadel's here. Hey, that's okay. Better late than never. I gave you your shout out at the beginning. It's okay if you're not here for it. I'm going to shout you out anyway, because you know I love you. Lady, I was in Home Depot, nothing but Christmas stuff. Yeah, looking for some small Halloween decorations. It's so like, what? Can we finish my holiday before we start? Nothing against Christmas, but write them a nasty letter. Okay, Nashville Raps. I'll check that out. Thank you. All right, you guys. Look, thank you for joining me in the chat today. Thank you for hanging out and, making stuff and all that other goodness. I will see you guys next week, next Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what time that is where you are, but for me, it's late afternoon here on the East Coast of the United States. So thank you so much to all my channel members. You are literally what is keeping this channel alive right now. Much, much love to you. If you would like to join the channel, there is a join button down below and you get special shout outs, and Unicorn members get access to videos early and special blooper videos. So there's perks. Yes, bye everybody. I will see you guys live next week. I mean, we'll have a video on Wednesday, but I'll see you again live next week.